So hey guys, it's your boy Vandal and I'm coming to you guys with another video, and today we're going to be talking about how to draw manga bodies of women. Yep. So before we get into this video, don't hesitate to hit that like button, don't hesitate to subscribe if you want more tutorial content made by me, and hit that notification bell when you want to hear things that I have to say about anime, art, and maybe some funny skits. So let's get into it. So what we're going to do today is, what I did first was I started out with creating our lines that we talked about way back in the other video when we were talking about how to draw manga boys. So what we're going to do today is, when we're drawing the women, we're going to start usually with our skeleton that we talked about last time. So our skeleton is going to go just like this. As usual, we start with the head. We always start with the head. Now we get the spine. Usually we'll draw a line from the top to the bottom so we understand how tall our lady character is. And the lady character that we are drawing today is Lily from Infinity Love. She's the main character that also is along with Heart, and they're both trying to save the world. All that good stuff. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about is this box. And this box right here on the top is going to be related to her chest that we will come back to later. It's going to be really boxy for right now. If you also wanted to, you can also do a circle. Let's try and actually do a circle. We'll do something a little bit different today and erase this part. All right. Now, as we did before, what I do want to do, however, though, is keep that line, because I'm going to have the shoulder joints come out and we're gonna fix the arm. I've been thinking about a pose for her for like the longest. I couldn't think of anything that would be interesting, so I think I'm gonna keep it like this or something. Let's go with something like that for right now. And now we're going down towards the hips. Now this is where I think you should use another circle, which we'll come back to later. I saw like a nice little tip on Pinterest, which is a nice way to hit the hips and legs, all that part. I would say just have a line right there because it's going to come back to us later. Next, we're going to have our leg joints, and then coming down to the feet like so. It looks a little weird, to be honest, right now, but it'll look better in a second. Now that we have the knees, the legs, everything put together, I don't know how much I like this pose. I might change it up a little bit. I might change it to this. So the main points that we need to be looking out for when getting our hips together, well, getting our character together, is getting the hips in the right place, because that I find to be like the most important. So now we have the skeleton all set. We're gonna dim our skeleton a little bit so we can start putting in some of the features. Some of the things that I talked about in how to draw women faces is the neck. So we're going to zoom in a little bit here, and we're going to make sure that our neck is pretty thin because our character is thin, and just make sure that this part, this is also the part, the exact part I was talking about, isn't decreased too much, because what can tend to happen is that you'll decrease it and it won't come out the way it's supposed to. Now let's get the chest down. So what I like to do for this, around this area and about this area, is where I'll start the boobage. So this is where her chest is going to start, and usually I like to follow around. That's why I said work on doing a circle, because with working at the circle, you'll get a better idea of like the rounded parts of her chest, which can be as big as you want or as small as you want. Hers is like kind of in the middle. Now, what also happens with the circle is you're gonna come around for the rib cage and bend outwards. So we're gonna bend inwards and we're gonna bend outwards, just like this. I don't want her to be like super duper skinny either. She eats food. Now, see, we've run into a problem. What's our problem, Vandal, you may ask? that we've gotten to the torso, because I like messing with the torso before getting any of the other parts together, because I want to make sure that I got it right. Now we've made a mistake. She is way too long. So what can we do to fix that? Normally what you would do inside of an app is you would erase it, but here, since we have the beauty of the app, we're just gonna move our skeleton down a little bit and work from there. No problems. Now, let's get her general body parts in shape. Now, right here, as you see, I'm going around the circle a little bit more. I'm giving her a little bit more hip thrust in that. And then now I'm going to bring this line that we talked about earlier that I said to put, is to bring it down just around here. I think this might be a little bit too long too, so we're gonna cut it a little bit short. I think it would have been too long as it was. And then, now that we have this, we can bring this line here too, so you understand the size of her hips. So we have the hips down, and then we have her pelvis down. Could even branch it out a little bit more. I think personally it's a little too skinny. I don't want her to be hungry. All right, and now we're gonna be working on the thighs. So here, we bring it from like maybe around here, down to the knee. And then also from the back down around to the knee. And now what will happen here is we'll actually put everything back where it should. No, we'll finish up here and then put everything back where it needs to go. So we'll get her footing all nice and down, nice and around. Ooh, this is nice. I like the way I did the feet here. Definitely getting better at doing feet. Except I want the feet to be more planted. So we're gonna work on getting the feet more planted. So we're gonna bring down to our ankle and finish up the foot job here. Nice. You won't spend too much time there, just trying to get the pose down. And let's move everything else back into place in the other layer. Let's bring it back down. I think everything's in the place that it was before. Notice how much she's changed. And let's finish up with, let's actually talk about the arms and the head, because those are our last parts. Sorry for this being a little bit disjointed, but sometimes that's how you gotta work. So, like her arms to be a little bit skinny, and let's put her arm to the side for right now. I might change it when I'm like giving her a little bit more details, but we'll do it like that. And the foot, I don't like the foot either. The foot can go somewhere. Oh, maybe the foot can be like this kind of thing going on. I don't know where she's going, and then we'll finish off her other arm. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna change this in post, but we'll just go with this right now for our tutorial. Let's carve it a little bit down. It's a little bit wide for my liking, because she does have a little bit of muscle on her too. And then we just have her arms at the side. We can put these, we can close off our arms because I think it's easier once you know that it's rounded. And then let's just give her an oval shape like we talked about in our how to draw women video, or girls. Did I put girls? Maybe I put girls. Put like a little oval head. Oval teen head. And then let's just get rid of the excess lines. Ugh, some of these lines don't look that great. All right, cool. So now we have her body in mass, which is good. We can draw out the hands. Still working on getting good hands. Oh yeah, these ones are coming out really nice though. Yeah, these are good hands. Getting better at hands, y'all. Getting better at catches these hands. right? And we'll leave it there for now. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to fill in a bit of her actual features, and then we'll come back at the end and we'll talk about the main features of what we can do to make this better or what we can change, etc., etc. So there's going to be a little bit of a gap. You guys are just going to watch me like work it out, and then we'll come back at the end and talk about it. All right, so I went on a doozy with this one. So let's talk about a few of the last things as I finish up this video, and some of the things to think about that are very important. I'll go put this on a different layer so I don't mark up this beautiful artwork. I actually really like it a lot. Is one of the most important things we need to think about is definitely the hip area. Let's make that a little bit more thinner. The hip area, it's very good for identifying the bones, even though here I think I could have done a little bit better because I pushed it way too up and her legs are really long, so there might be some proportional issues. Always good to just keep practicing at it. But one of the things to be important about is the shoulders. Let's zoom into the shoulders. And always this part of the neck is always something to not forget with your character. Also think about like how you want to give them their thighs, and definitely this area is like the most important. I would also give some good thought to how you delineate or look at the curves, the curvature of some parts of your character. Hair is subjective, so you can make your hair whatever you want. I want to see how you guys do that when you copy this. Let me know how that goes. Thinking about definitely the height, how high, how low you want to make something. Definitely don't forget about our joints that we always talk about in the others. Don't forget about the joint here, which would go a little bit something like this. And then we'd have the legs, which maybe the knee should be like right about here then. And then the knee would be right around here. So I made it a little bit longer than it needed to be. And then the rest would go down like so. And then anything else, just remember also rounded features in the face as well as also the rounded features that are coming around here. And that's pretty much. The intro was just about getting the skeleton and the body in place. And if that all made sense to you, that is great. But that's all I have for you guys this week. Next time, I'm probably gonna hit you guys with the chubby dudes, because I'm thinking about making a new character that's a little bit round and around. Round and around. So if you guys like this video, don't hesitate to hit a like button. Don't hesitate to subscribe because I make new videos, and click the bell when you want to hear things that I have to say. Also, tell me in the comments down below, what's the hardest part about drawing women characters? I know for me personally, it's just, you know, getting the not man part out of them. That sounds so wrong. Okay, anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Boy.